This here is the Tamron 7180 F2.8. I will be going out into the city of Sydney to shoot some sunset and some nighttime photography with this tonight. I will be doing a direct comparison in the future between the Sony G Master 7200 to this. I currently have 3 things that I dislike about this lens. I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video. All of the photos in today's video are edited from my preset. There's a link in the description. Merch also down in the description, and comment down below. I'm trying something a little bit different today. I'm using a GoPro 360 for the angle of this POV. It's something new. I'm not sure if I like it yet. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and we'll go from there. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So as I was just saying, we're going to be shooting with the 7180 Tamron f2.8 on the Sony a7 IV. And this is the first time I'm going to be doing this style of POV where I have the 360 on, which I think you'll agree is quite exciting, quite different. We're going to get some shots here. Let's just get this one here. These two just sitting like here. And if we zoom all the way in, we'll get that boat down the end there. We're at 500 of a second, f2.8, ISO 125. And we're going to be going from here around the Manly area, and then we're going to head into the city after on. Comment down below, what do you think of this angle so far? Because I think it's going to open up different possibilities. I already absolutely love it. I'm excited to try this lens, excited to see what we can get. Let's go. Okay, so we've just pushed down onto Manly Beach. There's this girl just in front of me here with the waves. Oh, that actually looks so good. And she's spotting as well. That's it. Maybe this shot of these people here. I'm going to push it to 250th of a second. Just going to sit and wait a little bit. Flip the good old screen up. Change the ISO. Dude going through the frame. Maybe a portrait shot of the dude with the surfboard would look good. Kind of want something in the foreground just to get a bit of depth. I'll just come by here, tap into focus on the screen. It's going to go down onto the beach now, which will look even better. We'll go in landscape. Actually, I'm going to push in. There's a person on the distance. We're going to go into 180mm. This dude coming in to frame. Alright, sick. Okay, let's move on. So we've come up to kind of the end of Manly. There's this couple kind of sat down there. Well, 2 people sat down there, which is quite nice. The compression at 180. You've got the foreground, which is the... Oh, hang on. That was nice for the dude. You've got the foreground with all like the leaves and the greenery. You've got the beach, the sand, and then the buildings in the background, which actually is super sick. All right, let's move on and go to the next location. Before we move on to the city shots, I'm going to get this last shot here of this couple with the surfboard walking up the beach. All right, let's move on. Let's go and get some city shots and see how this lens performs in low light. So far in this kind of situation, I would say that it's doing good. I want to kind of do it in the future. I want to do a comparison between this lens and the Sony 7200 because obviously there's a lot of similarities, especially with the focal length and the f2.8. I will say the first thing I'll notice is between this and the Mark 1 is this is so much lighter. I haven't tried the Mark 2, so I can't comment on that, but so far I'm super happy with it. Okay, I'm also going to get a shot here of the telephone box. We're going to get it in landscape. It's going to be a nice kind of cinematic vibe I'm going for. We're at 2.8, f2.8, 320 per second, ISO 2000, but we can change that up. We're going to go ISO 800 and 100th of a second. There's kind of a nice cinematic vibe. Just wait for this dude. Gonna get somebody walking through the frame. Oh, it's quite nice. Facing down towards this street down here, it's quite nice because I think because there's a lot of light coming from that direction, I can probably get a silhouette of somebody at 180 mil. So we're at F2.8, 100th of a second, ISO 800. It's a bit too busy at the moment, but we'll just wait for maybe one person to go through the frame. Just waiting. Maybe that shot. Nah. Nah, I didn't like that. I don't like the framing. I want kind of more of an artsy shot. Maybe. Okay, maybe I can use the reflection of this billboard to get a shot of somebody, but it'll have to be when the billboard goes black, because otherwise the light of the billboard is too much. So I'm going to pull focus through the light, the billboard, and then just wait for it to go black and somebody to go through the frame. Kind of works. Let's get one of Andy down there with the. Okay, let's get one of the driver. So I'm going to put it back into autofocus, tap to focus, get the driver of the tram. Okay, so I've just come up to kind of this grated area here, and you can shoot through the window, people going up the escalator, and I'm basically just going to get a shot of somebody's hand on the escalator. We'll go landscape, we're at 100 of a second, ISO 500 f2.8. Okay, so I did get one shot there. I'm happy with that shot, and I'm going to move on because the reward is not worth the wait. So some shots are worth the wait, but that one's not. So I'm just gonna carry on and see where else we can get to. The next shot I'm gonna go for is this nice kind of like corner cafe with the guys working. And also this is a really good test to see how the GoPro 360 kind of handles at night. Because I've never used the 360 at nighttime. Okay, what about this shot here? 60 per second. Probably get a bit closer. Nice. Sick, we'll take that. Okay, we're going to continue on down this way towards the Opera House. The next shot, portrait shot, lady going upstairs. I think I may have been too slow and I might have to wait. Thank you. Okay, so we've got two people walking up the stairs now. We're going, you're right. We've got a nice silhouette of them going up. Okay, sick. Right, we'll move on to the next location and see what else we can get. So far, honestly, generally, I'm enjoying the Tamron. I didn't think I was going to, and there are some things I prefer about the G Master and the Sony to this, but I'll explain that at the end of the video. So we've come down to the Opera House area. There's a shot here. We're gonna go 100 mil, 40th of a second, ISO 1000. Just waiting for a cleaner frame. The 180. It is fairly busy. It's pretty busy out because we are nearly at New Year's Eve here in Sydney, and it's the busiest day of the year. So, I mean, you can see it's pretty hectic. There's a ton of people around, absolutely hammering it down, which is perfect for me because it means that people are going to disappear and I can get some nice clean reflection shots. Guys walking towards me with a umbrella. Gonna just change the settings up. We're gonna go 5000 ISO. I'm gonna come over here and just get a different frame. I'm gonna wait till they pass me because it'll look probably a little bit better. I'm just gonna wait for them to go past on the left hand side of the frame. Kind of worked. Well, that was a random downpour, wasn't it? Nice shot here. We'll do this one in portrait. Just push past. I know, right? It's great. I love it. Gotta love the rain. Just getting down on the floor to get this shot. Getting some reflections. Kind of works. It's a little bit too dark for the lens, but it does work. Oh, Gotta love a random downpour, honestly. Anything over that way we can get. Let's get a shot. We're just gonna get a nice detailed shot of the just of the water. It's quite nice. What a good way to end this POV. A tiny little flurry of rain, just giving a nice little coating of reflections. So there's a frame here of these two sitting on a step. We're going to put them on the right hand side of the frame, change up the settings. We're going to go 1,000 of a second. Sorry, we're going to go 1000 ISO, F2.8, 100 of a second. Get one in portrait as well. Nice. The next shot that we're going to get up the top of these stairs, there's two people with an umbrella, I think in a landscape. Nice silhouette shot, and we'll get one in portrait as well. Now I've said this before and I'll say it again, whenever you're taking street photography or street shots, a lot of the time people are predominantly taking photos for Instagram because it's one of the most major platforms to post your photos in the current situation. What I will say is take both. Take landscape and take portrait photos at the same time, because one can be good for, let's say, posting it as a portfolio shot, and then another could be good for Instagram. It's always better to get both and not need the other one than only get one and need the other one. So if you can, always try and get both landscape and portrait shots when you are out shooting. It's a cool location, but
yeah, that light's too bright there.
Is this a shot down here? There's a dude just down, chilling on his own. Might be able to turn that into something. I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. You guys can be the judge of that. Sometimes you take bangers, sometimes you take shit. So what's my opinion on the Tamron 70-180? I think the situation that I was out shooting in wasn't the ideal conditions for me personally, and I'm going to be going back out and doing another POV with this because it is a great lens. I like it. I like the focal length. The build quality is what you would expect. It's good enough. It is weather sealed, but there are three things I don't like about it. Now, number one thing is I don't like that it does this. So the 7200 f2.8 G Master from Sony does not do this. It's all internal, so that means when you balance it on a gimbal, it's fine. Whereas if you balance this on a gimbal, if you zoom it to 180, you're gonna have to reset and rebalance your gimbal, but that's about video, not photography. The other thing I don't like is it doesn't have the grip handle. So the 7200 from Sony has that grip handle. I really like that. And the third thing for me personally is it's got to be the build quality. The build quality, obviously, you're paying for when you buy the G Master, but the plasticky feel on this, just I feel like with the G Master, I could literally drop it on the floor from a height and it would still be pretty good. I feel like if I drop this, it's probably going to break pretty easy. We're going to get some cracking and some chips because even just doing this, I'm not pushing hard, but there's a little bit of flex, and I feel like a lot of wear and tear over years, or months. I don't know. Personally, if you've got the budget, I would go for the 7200 f2.8 from G Master for the Sony body. But Tamron, it's a great lens. I just feel like I feel like if it was all internal, we had a bit more metallic going on. Yes, okay, it might increase the price, but quality works out, you know. I would say in terms of the actual images that I've noticed between this and the Sony, I would say the Sony quality is probably better, but I will be doing a direct comparison. I might be wrong. I'm just going off what I remember shooting, especially when I did nighttime photography with the G Master. I felt like I almost also got more light out of it. I feel like the Sony was giving me a brighter image at the similar settings at nighttime in comparison to this. Who knows? I'm excited to do the direct comparison, so hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I do that comparison. I am uploading for 365 days in a row. I think this is day 22. Thank you if you've watched every single one. yeah, it doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me, so subscribe. I'm going to have a look at the hashtag OpticalWander over on Instagram, where you can show me the content you're creating and in turn inspire me and inspire others. So we've got a screen recording on. We're going to go to the most recent and we're going to scroll down from there. I like this black and white one right at the beginning, and this one is very well shot. I love the colors on that. And we will go with, we're only going to do a few. I don't want to keep you guys too long. This black and white one, which is really lovely. Oh, that's nice. I love the film vibe. It's got like this dreamy film vibe. It's really well edited. I like that a lot. And we'll do, the Wi-Fi is terrible, not helping the situation. And we'll do this one's really cool. I love the creative flair in this. Really, really nice. And we'll do this one and one more. Let's go with this simple street shot here. Nice little set from Kelfie. If you do want to get featured, you can use the hashtag OpticalWander in your caption over on Instagram and you will get a chance to be featured on this channel. Now, again, please let me know what you think about the 360 footage. The editing process was a lot longer, a lot harder. However, I do think it has some scope to work. I think there needs to be a mix of both styles of POVs on this channel, but let me know in the comments. Also, any cameras you want me to try out or do for giveaways, just comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see. I'm doing a Nikon D50 giveaway if you want to head back and watch that video and maybe have a chance to win that secondhand camera. And I'm doing another part to that coming soon. So with all that being said, create more, stress less, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Okay, so this is the last 20 seconds of the video. You can either click this video here or click this one here, or you can just subscribe, which is gonna help me. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me a lot. So please press the subscribe button, like button, comment, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow.